His smartwatch said he ran a 5K at 2 a.m., but he swore he was asleep. So I did the pettiest, craziest thing imaginable and ended up on a first-name basis with his side chick's dog. Posted by You Don't Know Drama But You'll. So, buckle in. This is going to sound absolutely unhinged, but it is 1000% my real life. I'm a 29 female woman who thought she had it all figured out, until my, now ex-fiancé's smartwatch turned out to be the whistleblower that kicked off the most twisted, dramatic 3 months of my life. Yes, I'm talking full-on Lifetime movie energy. Chaos. Screaming. Flying. Dog poop. We'll get to that. Let's call him Ryan. Ryan, 33 male, was my golden boy. Tall, gym rat, charming, kissed babies and complimented my mother's hair. We lived together, shared a cat, had a wedding date picked. I was working from home as a freelance designer, while he worked a corporate finance job that required him to travel occasionally. We shared everything, including our smartwatch fitness app data. It was cute at first. Look babe, we both hit our steps today. Or, you burned 500 calories at yoga. Get it, queen. We even had a couples challenge going. Very millennial love story. Until the night of September 14th. Ryan had told me he was exhausted and wanted to sleep early. I kissed his forehead around 10 p.m., tucked in beside him and drifted off. Sometime around 1:30 a.m. I woke up groggy and alone. The bed was cold. I figured he went to pee or something. He came back 10 minutes later, whispered, "Just got water," and crawled back into bed. No big deal, right? Until the next morning when I opened my fitness app and got smacked in the face with one very alarming notification. Ryan completed 2.6 miles of cardio at 2:12 a.m. What? I clicked into the detailed log. His heart rate spiked to 145. There were steps counted. Continuous movement. 4:22 minutes. He was either speed walking in his sleep or, let me paint a picture here. His cardio started after he told me he was asleep, peaked in intensity around 2:15 a.m., and ended with a resting heart rate around 2:40 a.m. By 2:45 he was curled up next to me pretending to be a human teddy bear. So I asked, casually, smiling, me, "Hey babe, weird question, but your watch logged a workout at 2 a.m.? Him, without blinking, "Oh, must have been a glitch. A glitch. A glitch." I dropped it. For that moment. But something inside me snapped awake. The kind of snap that makes you go, "I'm not letting this slide, but I'm also not going to warn you that I know something's up." Nope. This became a silent investigation. Phase 1. The obsession. I spent the next few nights sleeping, watching him like a hawk. No 2 a.m. cardio. But then I realized, what if he left the smartwatch behind and took his other one? He did have an older one he wore to the gym sometimes. So I waited. For his next work trip. 2 weeks later he said he had a client dinner in Boston and had to stay overnight. I kissed him goodbye and said, "Don't forget your charger." He did. I watched him pack it. Like a hawk. He left. And I immediately activated my inner FBI agent. Phase 2, the trap. I drove to Boston that night. It's 2 hours from our place. I tracked his smartwatch to the hotel he said he was staying at. Plot twist. It never left the charger in his suitcase. Not once. So I tracked his location the old-fashioned way. A year ago we installed a tile tracker on our shared cat's collar because she kept hiding in the vents. I also tested a spare tile by dropping it in his car, just to see if it worked. Spoiler, it worked. That tracker was pinging in a completely different neighborhood. So I followed it. Guess what I found? His car. Parked in front of a cute little townhouse in Cambridge. I waited. Watched. At 1:57 a.m. I saw a familiar figure sneak out the door in gym shorts, kiss some woman in pajama shorts on the cheek and jog back to his car. I took pictures. So many. I even zoomed in on his stupid neon shoes. He came home the next evening acting like nothing happened. I said nothing. Yet. Phase 3. The pettiest payback of all time. First I needed to identify her. His little 2 a.m. cardio coach. I got lucky. The townhouse had a unique mailbox with a nameplate. Dr. Tasha G. A Google search later I had her LinkedIn, her Instagram, her vet clinic website and her dog's name, Milo. She was a vet. A PhD vet. His taste in mistresses was educated. Now this is where I might lose some of you. As I did something dramatic. I booked an appointment for our cat, Tuna, at her clinic. Under a fake name. Paid in cash. Wore a wig. Yes, I own wigs. I used to cosplay. Don't judge me. I walked into that clinic with my innocent cat and said, "Hi. I'm here for Tuna's checkup. I just moved in with my boyfriend in Cambridge and wanted to get our baby a new doctor." She smiled. He was pretty. Bubbly. Had the audacity to wear scrubs with paw prints. Midway through the appointment I asked. So, do you live in the neighborhood? Her, yeah, my boyfriend's car's been hogging my driveway all week, huh? Me, oh. Mine too. What kind of car? Her, black Subaru Outback. He's got this old smartwatch he wears just to track cardio. I nearly blacked out from the adrenaline. Me, that's so funny. My fiancé has that same watch. The pause. The shift in her face. The realization. Her, wait. What's your fiancé's name? I pulled out my phone, opened a photo of Ryan holding our cat and turned it around. Her, you've got to be kidding me. The aftermath. Milo deserves better too. We bonded. Hard. He kicked him out while I was still there. It was glorious. She yelled. I cried. Milo barked. Tuna hissed. The whole animal kingdom was there. Ryan showed up the next day at my place looking like a drowned rat in a suit, begging me to just talk. So I did. I talked to Tasha. He says hi. And Milo pooped in your gym bag. He looked genuinely confused until he opened the bag I had packed for him. Yep. I'd scooped Milo's poop into a Ziploc and slid it into his protein shaker. Petty? Yes. Deserved? Oh, absolutely. Update. It's been 3 months. I'm in therapy. Tuna is thriving. I even started dating again, slowly. As for Ryan, last I heard he moved in with his mom and tried to rebrand as a relationship coach on TikTok. Loudly crying face. Moral of the story? Don't cheat on a woman who designs apps for a living. Especially not when your smartwatch logs every betrayal like a diary. Also, don't trust 2 a.m. cardio. No one runs wind sprints at night unless they're being chased by consequences. Nail polish. Tilda. My fiancé's smartwatch said he did cardio at 2 a.m. He said it was a glitch. It wasn't. I launched an undercover operation, befriended his side chick's dog, exposed him at her vet clinic and mailed him dog poop in a shaker bottle. 10 out of 10. Would destroy again.